Welcome to this advanced tutorial. Before we begin, please ensure you are familiar with the Advanced Formula Booster. If you're not, I recommend watching the basics video first. Today, we'll explore the formula's ability to manage multiple items simultaneously, one of the most powerful features of the app. For demonstration purposes, we'll focus on sub-items. However, remember that everything we do with sub-items can also be applied to group items, same board items, dependent items, and even items from other boards. Let's take a look at the inventory board we are going to use for our demo. Items are products. Sub-items are restocking orders. Each restocking order has an expected date and a quantity. Products have a next expected date and a next expected quantity column. We'll start by creating a new formula. First, let's examine how to read sub-items data. When you create a formula within a board that includes sub-items, you'll notice a sub-tab in the column selector pop up. This tab allows you to insert sub-items column placeholders, enabling you to either read or update sub-items columns. Reading a sub-items column retrieves a list of all the values in that column, separated by vertical bars, also known as pipes. Many classic functions like sum, multiply, minus, divide, min, and max are also applicable to lists. For example, if you need to sum a list of numbers, you can use the sum function. You can also use a range of functions specifically designed for lists. If you need to sort through the list based on specific criteria, you can use the filter function. Inside the filter function, use the _each placeholder to iterate through the list items and check if they meet your condition. The filter function then produces a new list containing only the elements that met your criteria. List count is another function created specifically for lists. It returns the count of elements, here the count of orders that have a quantity above 400. Let's now say you want to know the closest future date among the sub-items dates. Use the filter function to keep only the dates that are in the future. Next, apply the min function to this filtered list to identify the earliest upcoming date. Notice how I assign this calculation to the next expected date column placeholder. Now let's review the concept of position indicator. The position indicator is useful to access specific values from your sub-items. For example, if you want to retrieve data from the third item, simply utilize the position indicator with the number 3. The position indicator can also accept a list of positions, but only through a variable. To take advantage of the position indicator, functions like find positions, or position filter are essential. Position filter operates similarly to the filter function, but instead of returning the elements themselves, it returns their positions. This is truly useful and allows you to mirror the lookup function found in Excel. Here is an example. In our demo, we now have calculated the positions of the elements with future dates. To get their quantities, we simply set the position indicator to these values. There are numerous functions designed for working with lists, and we regularly add more. Be sure to explore them under the List tab in the Function selector. Let's go back to our demo. You now have a list of upcoming quantities. To obtain the next expected quantity for the product, you simply apply a position indicator of 1 to the upcoming quantities. Let's proceed with a formal test. Everything worked as expected. So far, our focus has been on reading subitem values. Now let's see how we go about updating them. If you need to update all subitem values simultaneously, simply use the subitem placeholder. However, should you want to update specific subitems, utilize the position indicator. This works as we've seen before, either with the single numeric position or with the list of positions that you first save in a variable. This is it for this tutorial. Keep in mind that everything we've discussed in this video applies not only to subitems but also to all sets of items, like group items, dependent items, same board items, and items from other boards. As always, we hope you enjoy using the Advanced Formula Booster as much as we did creating it. There's a tremendous amount of passion behind it. If you ever need assistance, don't hesitate to open a ticket through our app support system. We are looking forward to chatting with you soon. Bye for now.